Bank charge number 4, transaction fees. Transaction fees is a fees that is charged on transaction happening in your account. It could be withdrawal charges, charges for every transaction you make, such as depositing, withdrawing, transferring, or paying bills. From what I've seen with most financial institutions is that when you deposit your money, it is free, and when you withdraw or transfer it to another person, it is now charged. Knowing this matters because frequent small fees can quickly eat into your savings if you transact a lot. Some of the questions to ask the bank are, what are the transaction charges on deposit, withdrawal, transfers within the bank, transfers to other banks? Is there a free number of transactions per month? Are there higher charges for large transaction? Bank charge number 5. This is monthly fees. There could be a monthly fees which is charged. Remember, bank help you to keep your money, so you need to pay them monthly fees. It's like rent. You pay because you live in that building. So this applies also to banking because your money is in the custody of the bank. So you need to ask the bank to know whether there's a monthly fees or not. Some banks have it, some do not have it. Therefore, it's upon you to ask. So some of the questions you can ask is to know whether it is a fixed amount that is charged on your account on a monthly basis, or does it vary based on the amount of transaction that happen in that particular account for a particular month? Why this matters is even if you don't use the account, the bank might deduct these fees, which may lead to a negative balance. So always ask if it is charged based on the number of transactions or based on a fixed amount that you need to pay on a monthly basis. Bank charge number 6, ATM charges. ATM charges are fees you pay when withdrawing cash from an automated teller machine. They might look small, but over time, they can eat into your saving, especially if you withdraw frequently or use the ATMs that belongs to other banks. These fees cover the cost of processing the transaction, maintaining the ATM infrastructure, and sometimes interbank network fees if you're using an ATM that does not belong to your bank. So there are different types of ATM charges, and we are going to break them down. Number 1, same bank ATM withdrawal fee. This is what I've used, and this is what I'm familiar with. So this is where you are charged when you use your own bank ATM. Some banks offer a few free withdrawals per month, then start charging after a limit. For example, first 3 withdrawals could be free, then thereafter you are going to be charged 30 shillings per transaction afterwards. The next type is other bank ATM withdrawal fee. This is an interbank withdrawal fee. It is charged when you use an ATM that belongs to a different bank. Usually, the rate is higher than same bank withdrawal fee since your bank must pay the other bank a service fee. For example, let's say you bank with Bank Y, but you withdraw from Bank Z's ATM. You are going to be charged 40 shillings instead of 30 shillings, the normal rate that you could have been charged if you used ATM from your own bank, that is Bank Y in this case. Be sure to confirm if this kind of service is provided by the bank you are using. The rates and the charges really vary from bank to bank. You need to inquire to know how much. So another one is bank inquiry or mini statement fee. Some ATM charges a small fee for checking your balance or printing a mini statement. So let's say you withdraw 2,000 5 times a month. Each withdrawal costs you 35 shillings using the other bank's ATM. The total ATM charges will be 5 times 35, which means you're going to pay 175 per month. In a year, that 175 multiplied by 12, it will be 2,100 just on withdrawal fees. Now imagine if you are also charged 10 shilling each time you check your account balance before withdrawing. That's an extra 600 shillings per year. Here are some of smart money tips on how to minimize ATM charges. Number one, withdraw large amount less frequently. Fewer transaction means fewer fees when it comes to ATM. Use your bank's ATM whenever possible instead of other banks' ATM because the rates are different. Another thing also, leverage on mobile banking. The charge could be less when you use internet banking as compared to ATM. You can always compare before you do your transactions. Remember, these charges apply to different banks just at different rates. My suggestion is always compare these charges across 2 to 3 banks before deciding where to open your account. Sometimes what looks like a free account comes with hidden charges. Train yourself to always ask questions before putting your signature on any binding document. Train yourself to read and understand and ask when you don't understand. If you're a business, you can bargain for lower charges depending on the amount of business you bring to the bank. When you open a business bank account, highlight your value. Know your negotiating points. Explain that you'll be transacting frequently and that many of your clients will also be using the same bank to make many payments and deposits. This means the bank will benefit from large volume of transaction your business generates through transaction fees, deposits, and overall account activities. Let the bank know how offering you better terms makes the bank stand a chance to earn more in the long run. It's always better to negotiate confidently than to accept whatever charges you are given without question. With the negotiating, you stand a chance for reconsideration. Another important aspect is to stay aware of the financial position of your bank. If your bank is failing, it is failing with your money. If a bank is declared bankrupt, regardless of how much money you had saved, you can only be compensated up to the amount insured by the Deposit Protection Fund. The rest could be lost. Read their audited financial statement, understand whether they are in a good financial position or whether their going concern assumption is questionable.